I'm trying to set up like a nice look, a nice spread of these cards, but this dude is like distracting. It looks like he wants to say something to you. Hey, I just moved over from Minnesota with my cat Jason. You doing anything this weekend? I actually ran a 1K. It's my first time running a 1K. I feel really good. You want to watch a Star Wars? Hey fam, today I have something pretty cool to show you guys. Someone at Mythic Gaming found out I like altars and stuff like that, so they sent me these Mythic Frames. And today we're going to be looking at a set of Mythic Frames. This is by Dama Neuromancer in collaboration with Mental Misplay. So basically there's a bunch of different sets that you can get on Kickstarter right now, and each set is like a different artist collaborating with a content creator. So there's a bunch of them. A lot of them are super cool, so I'm going to get most of them. But today we're going to be looking at this one. I'm showing how these work. I mean, they're sleeves, so I think we know how they work, but I'm going to be showing them in more detail and like putting them on a bunch of different sleeves or like different cards and like foils and stuff like that to just kind of try it out. So if you're interested, you can just watch the video, but also you can check out the Kickstarter link on the bottom down here in the YouTube box. When I say the bottom, that's what I mean. Okay, so let's see how they look. So here are the three different types within this design. There's a token one, which is pretty cool. This is like really nice. It's kind of like a matte aesthetic to the top, and then the rest of it's smooth. I just realized with my tiny smooth brain that this doesn't have to be tokens. I think this can just be any creature or like card that you want to replace the art for. And then over here we have a pack for lands, and then over here is for the rest of your permanents and spells and stuff. So I'm gonna open these up and then we can get a better look at what the sleeves look like. They're double packed, okay. It's like a matte effect on the top. You can kind of see like the space between like the printing on the thing. It doesn't really matter, but you can definitely feel it. There's like a texture. You can definitely feel the Mythic frame. And then let's see how it looks. Okay, so then it's a bottom loader. Let's try out putting a card with this. So I have a Seedborn Muse off on the side over here. I'm gonna sleeve the Seedborn Muse. It goes in pretty smooth actually. Wow, it works pretty well. So here you can look at the Seedborn Muse. It's a little bit glossy, but it looks pretty good. Like it's pretty clear. I think you lose a little bit of the color from the clear like plastic over here. But the frame looks really, really beautiful here. Like the frame definitely pops. You can definitely see a difference between like the Mythic frame here and like the card's original frame, but it looks really good. The next thing I want to try is taking one of these and putting it with like a foil. So I have a cool Whisper Blood Liturgist available. So I'm going to sleeve it up. And they actually go in really easily, which is really nice. Compared to other inner sleeves, this is definitely easier to slot in. Some of the other ones you kind of have to push a little bit and it makes it a little difficult. This is super smooth, the process of putting the card in. And you can see the foil pretty well actually. The sleeve itself doesn't like make the foil look any duller. I think you can still see the foil is very clear. Then I want to test one of these cards, putting it inside a Dragon Shield. So this is my personal Dragon Shields. I really like Dragon Shields. And I'm gonna slide this in. And it's super smooth, super easy. Let's see if it like falls out. Okay, so even though it goes in really easy, it's still like, it stays put. It's not like other inner sleeves that's like super sticky. So far, the whole experience of putting cards in and sleeving like these different elements in and out has been really, really smooth. You can still see like the difference, I think, with the Mythic frame and the card, but I don't really mind that because it just looks really good. To like test the difference between like the card, the sleeve thickness, over here I have a altered Deathrite Shaman, which I'm also gonna put in a sleeve to show what that looks like, just to see what alters look like. But over here I have like a perfect, I think it's a Dragon Shield like perfect sealable. I don't know what they're called. It's the one where they're like envelopes and you like seal them completely. I think I can't really tell the difference when I touch them. They're about the same thickness. However, if I like really like touch the card, I can feel that where the mythic frame is. So I guess there is that, but if you're not really like doing it like that, then you basically can't tell the difference. So that's pretty cool. I think if you want to have a couple like framed up and a couple that aren't, you won't really notice the difference. But as I said, I also want to see how this looks with a mythic frame. So I'm gonna take my Deathrite Shaman out. This is by Misha Altars. Really excited about this one. If you haven't seen my video about altars, you can see in the top right corner, I don't know, one of the corners, but here is this beautiful full art altar. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try it out with one of these mythic frames. Super easy, even though the paint tends to make it a little stickier and harder to put it into a sleeve, but so far this is also again super easy, and this looks really good. It really complements the art really well. Oh, hold on, I think some of these are for creatures. Oh, okay, so there's variation. I'm not a good product reviewer, I'm sorry. So this one I noticed covered up the power and toughness box. So this is for your, I guess your spells. I think there's a creature one. Let me go find it. I'll be right back. I figured this is also good to put in the video. The cards come out also really easily, so I don't really mind kind of like swapping them back and forth. Sometimes when you have really tight inner sleeves, it's kind of scary to move them. But okay, wow, look at this. This was a nice little detail I just didn't notice before. But there's differences, so good to know. If you were gonna do it, just pay attention to the bottom box over here. I probably need to order some extra for my CDC deck because it's all creatures. Very excited to do that. So I'm gonna sleeve this into a card or into another my dragon shield. Look at that. The next thing I want to try out are these lands. I know for certain these are the lands. So let's not mess this up. This is going to be the last time they're going to send me anything to review. They're like, that rebel doesn't know how to do anything, which is true. It was their mistake for trusting me to do something as simple as this. Okay, so just like before, we have like a matted texture. Kind of feels like a cloth actually. It's kind of cool that way. So I'm just going to put this over here. Yo, that's bomb. Yeah, okay, so when you use these basic lands, they look super good. And I want to try out a character guard. Super easy. And then, actually that's a character sleeve. This is the character guard. So, it looks good. Just wanted to put stuff on the side and take a look. So don't be like me and like obviously use a thing that it's not designed for. And for the lands that don't have this symbol, maybe you go with this version too. Here's another fun fact. When you're opening these packs, keep these things like super far away from your sleeves, because if they get stuck on one of them, it kind of leaves those like sticky marks on them. So just don't be like me and be messy, like be clean. Just put it away, get rid of it. Alright, so I'm going to try out sleeving up this Willow Dusk. Essenceer, it's a new add to my CDC deck. I think this is gonna work. Yeah, okay, yeah, this doesn't go on tokens, this goes on creatures, dummy. But yeah, this is super dope, looks super good. That's a good art replacement. So here's just a quick look at everything we sleeved up today. These are super cool. I'm actually just gonna sleeve up my CDC deck right now, and I'll be right back. So I sleeved up a bunch of my cards from CDC, and first of all, they look amazing like this. I just wanted to highlight some stuff I noticed. I really like the basics, but if you're playing the snow-covered basics, because the Kaldheim cards are a little bit more muted, having like this border doesn't really help with like kind of seeing quickly what does what. But I don't think that's the border's problem. That's just like a problem with the snow-covered lands from Kaldheim. But what does look really good, surprisingly, is the Kaldheim showcase borders. They work really well with the Mythic frame. So these are just really pretty. Like look at Turgid with the lantern. Also, just like some cool cards like this. Drogear Necromancer looks really great in this Mythic frame. You really notice like the green of the back, like of the backdrop. While before it, the outside was a little bit more like bluish, but like this definitely feels a lot more Golgar right now. So this looks great. Some other cards is like Glissa, Gerard, Savra, like they all look really amazing in this frame. It feels really immersive. So like these are examples of cards that work really well within this specific frame, but I think other frames work too. This is surprisingly like good. I was just curious what a masterpiece would look like. I didn't think it would work, but I feel like it still ties it really nicely. I think this one, especially with having like the banners on the side, it doesn't really matter what's in the middle, so this kind of complements everything really well. So that's everything I have for today. I hope that gives you a better like idea of what Mythic Frames are, and if you're interested, again, you can go to Kickstarter and find them. I think they're pretty cool. Like I like how they kind of tie everything together for a deck. I think when you have like a commander deck and there's a lot of different like frames on your cards, like having something like this really helps with like making it cohesive and giving it a nice theme. So for my example, like CDC kind of all works together because like it's all undeady and stuff like that, so I think it's really nice that way. And also Dama like made a special altar sleeve for my CDC to go with this whole set, so if you're interested and you have a CDC or something, you can also get it on altar sleeves soon. It's right here. Cool. Till then, I'll see you all next time.